Hello, good morning. All right, well, good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming out. We are going to be redoing this pond over here today. So what we're trying to do is we want to come in, we want to fill this in a little bit. So it's a little bit deep for this size of a pond. So normally when we're doing a pond that's this deep, it'll probably be 3 to 4 times this size. So what we want to do is kind of bring up the elevation a little bit. We want to turn it into a little bit more of a water garden where we could have aquatic plants, we could have fish, we could have a nice little waterfall building up into this hillside and everything. So we're going to try to transform this a little bit for Andrew and his team out here, where he could turn this into kind of an educational piece for all of his viewers, which is going to be a really cool opportunity for us. So what we want to do right away, we got our pond kit that just actually arrived. The rock should be here by 10 a.m. So we want to try to get this thing kind of all shaped out. So once the rock starts getting here, we can start putting all that stuff together inside, work our way up and out. But I want to get that excavator going as well to bring up that elevation a little bit.
I like it. It's gonna look better. It can't look worse. So honestly, I'm down for whatever, because I know it's not gonna look worse.
What you getting down at?
What I'm trying to do is just kind of get a little bit of a shape to it. So because our goal, what we want to do is have a little bit more naturalistic instead of squared off. So we'll probably fill in some soil on these 2 edges over here, bring up the elevation a little bit here on the bottom. I want to get a little bit of a ledge back on this side. So we'll have to throw some soil in here, kind of level everything out, chop it, compact it. And now what I'm thinking, instead of biofalls here, maybe pushing it that way a little bit, just to spread it out. I mean, this is a massive hillside that we're working with, so we don't want to just tuck it all in right here. So now we could put the biofalls a little bit further that way. Be a lot easier for us to do it, and I think it'll look better. So rocks have arrived, which is nice. Will's going through, kind of pulling the pile apart so we can see exactly what we have to work with. Finishing up the last little details in the bottom, scooping out some of the loose soil. Skimmer set, pipe is being run, biofalls right now is being leveled. All right, what do you have over here?
We're working on getting the biofall level. You do this just so then you can get a nice even flow of water coming out of your biofall. You want to make sure you're level side to side so it's nice and even coming out. But you also want to make sure it's level front to back so then you don't have water leaking out the backside. If that backside's too low, the front side's a bit low, you're just gonna get water coming out a bit faster, but it's better to have it level all the way around just so it's a nice, smooth, even flow.
Perfect, all right. That looks dead on, doesn't it? Yep. With the piping, we want to make sure that it's pitching a little bit, going all the way down to our skimmer. So that's going to allow water just to kind of naturally drain by gravity. So just cleaning out some of the last little edges in there. A lot of tree roots. Yep. So soil's not bad, but loaded with roots, which kind of sucks. But we will be laying that pipe in pretty shortly here. And our next steps, once the soil is cleaned out of the bottom, we got our fabric over here, so we will lay that down on the bottom. Then we'll come in with our EPDM liner, cover that up. That's going to make our waterproofing. Start positioning our stone. We'll seal up our skimmer, and the pond is going to come together real quick. So this will help us to determine what we have to work with. So we have a good mixture of stone. We have a mixture of what we call 6-inch to 12-inch rock. That's going to be like these guys. These are the little 6-inch shears. This is going to come up into a 12-inch. This rock weighs about 160-ish pounds per cubic foot. We go from a 12-inch up to a 12 to 18. It's going to be like these guys here, 200 pounds or so a piece. And then we got some 24-inch, 18 to 24s, 400 to 500 pounds a piece. We have 12 tons total for this particular project.
Fabric time.
All right. Excavation's complete. We got our fabric going down. Heavy duty geotextile material. It's going to protect everything under the liner. And we're all about, we don't want to have any issues. So this is going to spread out the weight really nice and evenly, allows the bottom of the pond to breathe. I have enough fabric here to go back on top of the liner with a secondary layer. I want to make sure it's bomb proof. So by sandwiching that stuff together, it's going to take care of all those issues. It'll be a good thing. here on the rock, working our way up and out from the bottom. We got a series of little fish caves and stuff like that. Just hiding spots. He's gonna have a mixture of fish inside of this. So we wanna make sure that we have hiding places for all of them. This is gonna be our little overflow over here. It's just gonna be kind of a gravel pit. We're gonna put some fabric in there and we'll fill that in with gravel. That'll work well. And right now we got that log going in the back. We got one chunk over here just to break things up, and then that big one's gonna go along that back edge. Next step, just continue with boulders around that top edge over there. Gravel everything, wash it down. We actually have lights going in here because they will be doing some underwater photography, feeding fish and stuff like that, which would be really cool to see. So we want to try to make sure that it's pretty well lit up. Once we start washing it down, we'll be able to fill this thing up pretty quick. We have access to a lot of water here, and then we will shift gears. We'll start jumping on that waterfall.
All right, so Will, Casey's Pizza is kind of an institution out here, huh?
It's a thing. Gas station pizza. You wouldn't think.
That's a flurry of activity here today. Working on Waterfall. The pond is filling up with water. Actually, we're rinsing it. We got to fill it one more time. We're going to start working on our waterfall up in here. We'll start doing edges. We got some logs in, gravel's down on the bottom. Things are really making incredible progress out here, so it's looking great. A little beach over on this side. Planting bed boulders. We got that cool log going in there. Finishing up some of the edges on the back. Greg and Andrew ran out to go grab some mulch so we can kind of finish up some of these edges around the perimeter. Other than that, we're looking pretty good here. We started foaming. We're just about done with that. Down on these lower ones, we still have to foam up around around that log. And then Will right now is measuring up for the waterfall coming out of the biofalls. Biofalls has been completed. Everything is sealed up on it. And we're looking in good shape here. All right, Greg, what do you think?
I think that it's always fun to be putting the mulch down and then plugging in the waterfalls and giving birth to a new waterfalls. Yes. I think we are very lucky to get the guys from Just Add Water who busted butt all day today.
Agreed. Couldn't have said it better myself. This is fantastic. Everything's looking good. Mulch is down, and we are basically just waiting for foam to finish drying up, and then we got one little edge right here. That's really it. Final grading is happening, just trying to slope everything away. Yeah, we got this nice little beach over here in the front. Nice little, really, I love when the water is nice and full and it just kind of looks like it's spilling right over the pond. And then we have that little bit of height over here in the back. We got some of the wood elements that we use. We terrace things a little bit, and it's just an easy technique. Instead of having a huge giant wall, we can get right where that current little plant packet is. But we are getting ready to be turning this on here any minute.
Well, what do you think?
Looks great. Looks way better.
It's
like professional.
Hey, well that would be what we are. Here, clear side. Let's let the missus, the future missus, take this in.
Wow. I could sleep down here.
That's right. Looks a little more natural, huh?
Yeah. Looks like it'll last a lot longer.